kindergarten, it's Mrs. Skowron here, and I'm on another adventure in the woods, and I thought, what a perfect video for Nature Week than taking you on another nature walk. Right now, we're in Huntington, Massachusetts, at Mount Pisgah, and we're walking around some of the trails all along the side of the mountain. And I've stumbled upon some really cool stuff that I'm going to video for you today. So, come along with me, and I hope you enjoy what we see on our nature walk. Alright, kindergartners. So the first thing I'm going to show you is when you're walking along on a trail, not all the time, but lots of the times when you're going on different trails, you need to know where you're going. And sometimes people help us out by making these marks. And these are called trailblazes. So you can be trailblazers and blaze a trail and follow all of these different marks. So today, Mrs. Skowron and her family are walking on the trail with the red blazes. And this one happens to be on a giant tree that goes so high up, I can't look all the way up to the tippy top. But it's really cool, and it's helping me find my way. So let's see what else we find on our walk today. All right, kindergarten. Here's the first stop on our trail. Does anybody know what this might be growing on this log? That's right, that is moss. Moss really loves wet, damp, shady spots. So it is growing nicely on the side of this log. Have you ever felt moss before? It feels really soft, almost like a carpet. Alright, let's see what else we can find on our walk. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but here is a bunch of fungus. Looks like brown paper that's all shriveled up. It's really neat. It's growing alongside this giant boulder with ferns and moss. It's really big. And Mrs. Skowron's going to try to go inside it. Between the two boulders, I should say, not inside it, because I would not go inside a cave, because that would be unsafe. And see if I see anything. So let's go. Alright, kindergartners. Here we go. There's a giant boulder over here. A really big boulder over here. And I'm going to try to walk between them. Let's see how I do. Oh, I'm going. Oh boy. Oh boy. Going down. Oh. Here we go. Walking in. What's in between the boulders? Ooh, look, a bench. I could sit on the bench. Ooh, is there anything in there? Whoa. Nothing in there, thank goodness. Wonder if the bench is comfy. Is the bench comfy? Hi! Sitting on the bench. Alright, going back out. Here we go. Ooh, that was fun. Alright. Let's see what else we see on our nature walk today. That is super connected to nature and science. Oh, alright, kindergartners. This is really, really cool. We found some frog eggs in this vernal pool right over here. A vernal pool is water that's sort of been created its own little tiny pond from rain falling. And these are the frog eggs. And I don't know if you can look, I'm going to zoom in. Whoa, those are little itty bitty baby frogs that are still in their eggs. And it looks like this jelly sack. And the eggs are all inside it. Super cool. We're going to put them back though so they stay safe and they hatch. Here is a find. We found a newt. Hard to see, but it's got bright orange coloring and it is very, very, very little. So it must have just hatched this year. There's the cool baby newt. There it goes. So fun. this, kindergartners, is another awesome find. We flipped over a log, and that, which looks very camouflaged, which means when a creature blends into its environment, that is a slug. Slugs love living under logs where it's really, really damp. And there he is. How cool is that? Mrs. Skowron doesn't want to touch it because it's a little icky. Alright, kindergartners, another awesome thing about being out in nature is the sounds you hear. Let's do a think, pair, share with someone in the room with you. I want you to think, after you listen, what sounds do you think you hear on this video, or do you hear when you're out in nature? Okay, take a minute and turn and talk to your partner or someone in the room with you. What's something that you hear in nature? Right now, I hear lots of different sounds. I hear birds, and I hear wind blowing. And sometimes if you're really, really quiet, you can even hear woodpeckers going. All right, kindergartners, we're on our last part of our nature walk. And this time we left the last destination we were at, and we came back to the very first spot from Mrs. Skowron's first video. That is back to Mount Pomeroy. And we're going to see if all those spring peepers that were in the pond have now grown into frogs. So that was back about the end of March. So almost 2 months ago. So let's see what we see when we get down here to the path. Sorry if I'm bouncing. I'm going to turn the phone. It'll be much easier to see. Aha! Bet you that's better for you guys. Oh, we're coming up to the pond. Let's see. I don't hear the peepers like I did in March, because they didn't just hatch. Hopefully we're going to see some frogs. Ooh. Let's look. You see any frogs down here? We've reached the pond. See lots of mud. I'm not seeing any froggies. Oh, but I am
There's a whole ton
seeing...
of tadpoles in the water. You see them?
My son is telling me I'm seeing some tadpoles. Let's see. Oh, there's tadpoles. Look at all the tadpoles. I don't know if you guys can see. No. There they are. I don't know if you can see it in the sunlight.
Want me to pick one up?
Nope. There's a whole bunch of tadpoles. Oh my goodness, there's tons of them. Trying to see if I see any big frogs. They must be out there catching all those bugs that are in the middle of the pond.
That one has legs.
So cool. Some of them have just tails, and some of them
Have little legs.
even have little legs. Let me zoom in some more. There they are. Whoa! Look at them swimming around. So cool! That's awesome. Alright, boys and girls, we'll see if we can stop one more place and find one more find. But that was definitely a cool one. Our last stop, boys and girls, is to the other side of the pond. We looked for frogs, and all we found was lots and lots of flies. Hopefully, the frogs will be eating all these flies. of a good meal. But those tadpoles were really cool. I hope you enjoyed coming on another nature walk with me. And maybe, before the year's out, we'll try to go on one more. All right. Hope you all have an awesome day, and I will talk to you soon.